Good morning, everyone. Selamat pagi semuanya.
Selamat siang.
Okay, selamat siang ya. In Indonesia, it's still pagi here, so I would say selamat pagi. Thank you for joining us here today. Welcome to the Travel System Borobudur Temple virtual tour. First of all, thank you for your interest to the virtual tour. We all know that the world situation has changed for the past 2 years, almost 3 years, I think, because of the global pandemic of COVID-19, and it changed the lives of community almost entirely, okay, especially in traveling and how we interact with other people. Virtual tour idea was born in this pandemic period as a solution so people could still being elsewhere and by going nowhere and enjoying the experience of visiting a tourism destination in other countries as well. Okay, before we move further into the main event, let me introduce myself. I will be your master of ceremony for today's event. Nama saya Glenna Noftani dan saya bisa dipanggil Glenna. I am Glenna Noftani. Everyone may call me as Glenna. Saya 21 tahun dan saya dari Travel System. I am 21 years old and I am from Travel System. Okay, since I've introduced myself in Bahasa Indonesia, I'd like to see your enthusiasm in joining us for today's virtual tour. Maybe one of the students could come forward and try to introduce yourself in Bahasa Indonesia.
What?
Introduce yourself in Bahasa, please, so she can sing. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
What is it? Nama saya Lin. Umur saya 17 tahun.
So we can see on the screen.
Saya duduk di kelas 12.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Salam kenal. Okay. Right. Thank you for the participation. So earlier I introduced myself as part of Travel System. Maybe I'd like to introduce a little bit about the company where I come from. So Travel System is a startup company that focuses on tourism consulting, innovative tourism potential researches, and we also assist tourism community in workshops and training. We also provide unique information about tourism destinations, and you can find us on Instagram at Travelsystem or our TikTok at Travelsystem. You can also get in touch with us at our website, www.travelsystem.com. And one day, if you come to Indonesia, come to Jakarta, you can contact with us, okay? So that's about me and the company where I come from. We would like to thank all of you, the participants, for joining our virtual tour in the magnificent Borobudur Temple. We all know, we've seen the teaser earlier, that it is one of the world's famous heritage from ancient times, and we want to appreciate this wonderful temple with a virtual experience. Since all of the participants here are from Australia, I suppose maybe some of you have ever heard of Borobudur Temple or never?
Yeah, we have.
Okay, awesome. So some participants have ever heard of Borobudur Temple. It's awesome. For those who are never hear about this wonderful World Heritage, it's okay, no worries. We're already here today, okay? So we're now gonna introduce you a little bit about Borobudur Temple, like just some kind of Borobudur Temple 101. Okay. Is the PowerPoint presenting on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, next. Okay, so Borobudur Temple is located in Magelang Regency, Central Java, Indonesia. It is located in an elevated area between two twin volcanoes, Sundoro Sumbing and Merbabu Merapi, and also it's between two rivers, the Progo River and Elo River. Borobudur is the 9th century Mahayana Buddhist temple and currently the world's largest Buddhist temple. It was founded in 1814 by Thomas Stamford Raffles and restored twice in 1911 and 1975, correct? Yeah. Next. There are some fun facts about Borobudur. So there are currently 74 Buddha stupas in the terrace area. The terrace area of Borobudur is called Arupadatu. Also, when it's viewed from above, if you see the picture here, the structure of Borobudur is very similar to the structure of a microchip. Oh, it's interesting. Okay. So, and also if the weather is sunny, you can see views of four mountains, like I said before, the Merampi Mountain, Merbabu Mountain, Sumbing Mountain, and Sundoro from the top of the Borobudur. So it's really beautiful up there. And also Borobudur is also the best spot to enjoy the sunrise and also sunset. Next. In Borobudur, there are several events that have been held there. The most famous one is Borobudur Lights Festival. This event was held every year as a series of Vesak Day celebration. But during the COVID pandemic, this event was delayed for 2 years. But in May 2020, this festival has been held again, and the total of the lanterns flown is around 2,000. Next. Okay. So that's all the Borobudur 101, the introduction. I hope you all take notice on those awesome informations. And now joining us here with our tour guide, our host today from the Borobudur Temple itself. Pak Latif, are you here in the Zoom room? Hello?
Ya, halo.
Halo Pak Latif.
Selamat pagi menjelang siang.
Selamat pagi menjelang siang Pak Latif.
Halo. Nggak kelihatan semuanya. Lihat saya, belakang saya Borobudur.
Yeah. So behind Pak Latif is the Borobudur itself. Okay, it's really. Oh, I hope it shows in the screen. Awesome. How's the weather there, Pak Latif?
Ya, baik. Adik-adik sekalian dari sekolah di Australia. Sebelum kita ke Borobudur, perkenalkan nama saya Latif, guide dari Borobudur. Ya, pada kesempatan siang ini kita akan melihat menuju ke Candi Borobudur dengan cuaca ini yang sangat cerah sekali, dengan langit yang biru di atas sana, langitnya biru sekali, sangat cerah sekali. Dan nanti kita bisa sampai di halaman dan bercerita banyak tentang Borobudur. Begitu. Adik-adik bisa melihat Borobudur dari belakang saya. Halo?
Bisa.
Bisa. Borobudur di belakang kelihatan adik-adik yang dari Australia. Halo?
Bisa.
Terima kasih banyak. Kita akan menuju ke Borobudur ya. Siap semuanya? Are you ready? Iya, ini pintu timur, pintu masuk, pintu utama Borobudur. Kita akan naik tangga sampai sana 61 anak tangga. We would like to go to the first terrace and around 61 anak tangga. Kita akan naik ke Borobudur ya, lewat sebelah sini ya, mari ya.
Ayo. How many steps they said?
Lantai pertama ya, di sini ada 61 anak tangga. Ini Borobudurnya. Ini pintu utama. Pintu Candi Borobudur. Kita seperti naik di atas bukit, makanya namanya Borobudur. Candi yang dibangun di atas bukit. Juga banyak pohon-pohonnya. Ada banyak pohonnya Borobudur. Ada pohon, sana ada pohon Buddha, pohon Bodhi itu yang besar sana itu pohon Bodhi atau pohon Buddha. Bisa melihat adik sana? Bisa dilihat sebelah sana ada pohon tris ya.
So
itu
this
pohon
is pohon
Bodhi.
Bodhi ya. Pohon
Yeah.
Bodhi. Oke.
Nah, lanjut lagi, mari naik kita ke atas. Masih satu lap lagi ya. Ini Borobudurnya sebelah sana. Belakang pintu masuk ini ada 2 gunung itu. Kelihatan sama gunung baru sana. Dikelilingi oleh banyak sekali gunungnya ya. Kita naik ke Borobudur. Ini kita di Borobudur ya, sudah kelihatan. Ini Candi Borobudurnya, kita berada di lantai yang pertama ini, Borobudur.
Halo Pak Latif. Halo.
Halo, saya.
Halo Pak Latif, bisa dengar suara saya?
Terus?
Oke, mungkin ini Pak Latif berbicaranya bisa sedikit lebih pelan-pelan supaya teman-teman di kelas juga bisa dengar. Halo Pak Latif. Halo Pak Latif.
Halo.
Oke.
Iya, kita sudah kelihatan Borobudurnya.
What do you think about the amount of tourists that are there? Are there many or not many?
In town, who's the tourist? And
Or anyone who's there right now?
Is it because of the time? Like, what time is it?
Well, probably it's a hot part of the day.
Kalian bisa mendengar suara saya?
Anything like this.
Yeah. No.
Pak, suaranya putus-putus, Pak.
Yeah, it's breaking up, she's saying.
I think there are some kind of signal problem there. Halo, Pak Latif. Can you hear me? Halo?
Coba ngomong, Pak. Halo, bisa mendengar suara saya?
Oke, Pak, udah masuk, Pak. Aman.
Ini dipasang aja, dipasang. Halo, Borobudur, Bali, Utara. Coba ngomong, Pak. Halo, Borobudur. Bisa mendengar suara saya?
Bisa, Pak Latif, kurang jelas.
Halo.
Halo, oke. Ya, silakan.
Ya, ini Candi Borobudurnya. Borobudur is a Buddhist temple ya. Ini Borobudur adalah candi Buddha. Candi Borobudur dibangun pada tahun 800 setelah Masehi. Around 800 after Christ. Borobudur still active by Buddhists to get the special ceremony we call Waisak. Jadi Borobudur masih aktif digunakan untuk upacara namanya Waisak. Ini Borobudur. Mari kita naik ke Borobudur.
This is
Iya, jadi ini dari lantai yang kedua. Ya ini this is the first floor from temple ya. Ini di kanan kirinya banyak sekali relief-relief Borobudur. Ini ada relief-relief Borobudur yang menceritakan tentang Pangeran Siddhartha Gautama. So there are many relief at the wall consists of 1,460 frame ya. Ada 1.006 pertama ya, the first layer. Di sini kelihatan ini di lorong ini menceritakan tentang riwayat hidup Pangeran Siddhartha Gautama Sang Buddha ini yang ini. Nah, ini ada relief yang sudah kelihatan ini ada dua relief yang atas dan yang bawah ini adik-adik. Nah, yang atas yang ini menceritakan tentang Sang Buddha waktu di surga Tusita. Yang bawah ini menceritakan tentang Jataka reinkarnasi. So adik-adik role in the upper.
He's telling us about the
Kemudian yang bawah ini telling about the Jataka, tentang Jataka riwayat reinkarnasi dari Pangeran Siddhartha Gautama. Ya, ini orangnya. Mari kita naik ke atas Borobudur. Mari kita naik lagi ke atas. Nah, ini juga ada lorongnya di Borobudur. Banyak sekali ini adik-adik. Nah, di Borobudur ada cerita-cerita relief di sini. Nah, ini yang di tangga, ini tangga pintu masuk Borobudur. Ini sebenarnya ada 10 lantai. There are 10 terraces to the top ya. Ada 10 lantai sampai atas. Nah, ini juga di sini adik-adik bisa melihat. Nih, yang jauh di sana ada Bukit Menorah, itu yang jauh di sana ada pohon-pohon juga. Itu pohon Bodhi tadi, ada pohon Buddha, pohon Bodhi itu. Di sini juga kita bisa melihat ada, oke, ini berikutnya yang atas. Ada juga arca Buddha. There are many Buddha statues. Ada arca Buddha, ada 504 patung Buddha. 504 Buddha statues di sini. Ini yang di lantai berikutnya. Ini yang nomor 2, lantai 2 dari lorong tadi. Tapi sebagian juga banyak dari arca Buddha yang tidak ada kepalanya. There are many Buddha statues without the head. Karena dulu banyak Borobudur ini pernah ditinggalkan dan akhirnya banyak yang rusak. Ya. There are many Buddha statues damages because nature, earthquake, gempa, dan juga sebagian vandalisme. Banyak yang diambil untuk oleh-oleh, ya, souvenir. Tapi zaman dulu, bukan zaman sekarang ya adik-adik, tidak boleh. Ya. Ini ada lorong-lorong Borobudur. Kita lihat sambil jalan, ini. Ya, ini patung Budanya, ini yang di arah timur.
The reason why our tour guide can't go up at the moment is because on Thursday we were just told that there's a rule that Mondays they need to clean the temple. So he's not allowed to climb. So these are pre-recorded levels. Yeah. That's why he's still at the bottom.
Why do we do this a different day, man?
Because I got told on Thursday.
Yang sangat sedemikian rupa, ini batu yang diambil adalah batu andesite, stone, batu ya. ada batunya, ini batu andesit yang diambil dari gunung tadi, adik-adik, Gunung Merapi. Mari kita naik ke atas lagi, berikutnya. Kita naik ke atas lagi. Nah, ini ada batu andesit, batu dari Gunung Merapi ya. Ini kalau yang di belakang layar Pak Latif ini yang di belakang, ini kelihatan. Ya, jadi ini juga ada arca Budanya, ada Buddha statue-nya. Ada arca Budanya, ada 504, 504 ya, ada 504. Tapi berbeda sikap posisi tangannya. Nah, tangannya berbeda-beda ini. Ini yang tadi di timur, ya, the Buddha statue at the east side with the hand position, jadi tangannya bumi samudra. Ya, ini yang samudra, ini yang timur, Dawara Mudra, ini yang selatan, ada yang barat, west, barat, dan mudra, yang utara Abhaya Mudra. Jadi patung dari atau statue different hand position, depend on the direction. Ya, ini yang di sisi selatan. Panjang dari dindingnya, the wall, ini panjangnya 121 meter. Tingginya Borobudur ini 35 meter. 2 juta potong batu. 1 million stone ini semuanya. Yang diambil dari gunung tadi, Gunung Merapi tadi. Ya. Ambil jalan. Ini. Nah, ini Borobudurnya yang di sisi selatan. Nih, di selatan ada 10 lantai sampai atas. Ada 3 bagian kecamatan di Borobudur. Yang tadi ada arcanya, Buddha statue. Yang kedua ada reliefnya, cerita-cerita pada ukiran Borobudur. Yang ketiga, yang paling atas ada namanya stupa. Ya, there are 3 main famous building, the temple, the first Buddha statue, ya, second relief, the story, ada cerita-cerita, kemudian ketiga yang atas adalah stupa. Stupa. Ini baru bentuknya. Borobudur ini sudah mengalami 2 kali restorasi pemugaran. Dulu Borobudur ditinggalkan oleh kerajaan zaman dulu, dan kemudian ini selama 800 tahun Borobudur jadi rusak, banyak yang rusak. Jadi ada kepala arca tidak ada, kemudian tangan dari arca Buddha juga tidak ada, karena memang banyak dari mereka ini yang karena lama ditinggalkan dan kena gempa banyak yang rusak, masuk tangan-tangannya. Jadi Borobudur pada tahun 1814 ini ditemukan pada masa pendudukan Inggris, namanya Raffles, orang Inggris Malaka, kemudian Singapura pindah, kemudian orang Belanda juga pada masa menduduki di Indonesia waktu sebagai koloni juga ini mereka merestorasi Borobudur, memperbaiki kembali. Yang kemudian setelah menjadi negara Republik Indonesia, Borobudur direstorasi pada masa periodenya Presiden Indonesia yang kedua, yaitu Bapak Presiden Soeharto, tahun 1973 sampai 1983. Jadi ini Borobudur yang sekarang sudah 2 kali diperbaiki, adik-adik. Sudah diperbaiki, direstorasi. Tahun 1991, jadi di tahun 1991, jadi tahun 1991 Borobudur menjadi warisan budaya dunia. Borobudur as a World Heritage Site. Jadi pada tahun 1991, terus ini menjadi warisan budaya dunia. Ini Borobudur sampai sekarang masih aktif digunakan untuk upacara Waisak oleh umat Buddha, ya, di Borobudur. Nah, ini ada gambar dari layar stupa, adik-adik. Ini ada stupa, ini ada lubang-lubangnya juga. Ini namanya stupa, adiknya di atas. Ini ada 72 jumlahnya. Ini 72 jumlahnya, di mana lantai yang ke-8, 9, 10 ini ada stupa. Di dalam stupa ini, bangunan ini yang berlubang-lubang itu, gitu, ini ada arca Budanya. Ini ada arca Budanya. Oke. Ya, ini lantai yang atas Borobudur. Ini the top of the temple yang ini, yang paling atas. Nah, itu namanya stupa sama. Tapi tidak berlubang seperti yang di bawah ini. Ini lantai yang ke-8, kemudian lantai 9, 10 yang paling atas sana. Nah, ini ada stupa yang ada di sini. Ini puncak Borobudur, ya. Ada 72 stupa. Stupa biasa digunakan sebagai tempat menyimpan, ya, relik, atau biasa digunakan sebagai tempat untuk menyimpan abu kremasi. This is a stupa. Tradition in India, stupa, this is a holy place to keep relic. Jadi untuk menyimpan relik, adik-adik. Tapi di Borobudur, ini unik yang di stupa ini satu-satunya desain. This is the only one design in the world from Borobudur with design stupa with the hole. Jadi stupa yang ada lubangnya, stupa yang ada arca atau statue di dalamnya. Ini yang paling atas. Ya, ini 10 lantai, ini dari the last floor atas 3 lantai ini lingkaran yang ada masing-masing 2 stupa. Iya, ini semua stupa ini berbentuk lingkaran ini. Ini nomor 9 yang bawah, nomor kanan yang atas, ini nomor 10 yang ada orangnya itu. Ini ada orangnya ini di lantai terakhir, di lantai the last floor. Nah, ini lorong. Ini juga ada yang menuju ke arah. Nah, ini yang paling atas. Ini yang paling atas, puncak Borobudur, the top of the temple. Ini namanya stupa. Ini yang paling besar ini, adik. Ini stupa yang paling besar. Nah, ini the main stupa. Tingginya 9 meter. Ini satu stupa ini dengan diameternya juga sama 9 meter. Ini. Jadi stupa ada 3 ukuran. There are 3 sizes of stupa. The first in the right side, ini yang the main stupa, 1. And second, the left side, itu yang kiri, yang bawah ini 72. Ya, sedangkan ada lagi yang di belakang saya, yang live ini, yang di belakang, itu yang di sana, stupa kecil. Itu namanya stupika. So, there are 3 sizes of the shape of stupa. The main stupa on the top, 72 medium, ini yang ukuran sedang, kemudian stupa kecil, small stupa yang di sana juga ada. Ini stupa yang ada di Borobudur, ya. Ada lagi yang slide-nya, Mas, Mbak. Ini stupa masih di stupa Borobudur yang ada di atas.
Sudah habis ya, Pak Latif?
Oke, terima kasih adik-adik. Ini cerita tentang Borobudur, kita dari depan sudah naik sampai atas, ada 3 bagian, stupa, arca, dan relief. Terima kasih, Mbak, untuk waktunya. Sama-sama belajar yang rajin ya.
Ya, Borobudur. Indah sekali.
Terima kasih Ibu Guru. Salam dari Borobudur. Ketemu lagi kapan-kapan. Saya kembalikan ke moderator ya.
Okay, thank you, Pak Latif, for all the awesome explanation about Borobudur Temple. It is really magnificent. It's been a long time since I went to Borobudur Temple. I think I visited Borobudur about last year. I always want to go back there. Such a wonderful experience. Anyway, I'm sure that the awesome explanation of Pak Latif will read some questions maybe from the participants.
Ya, masih saya di Borobudur. Silakan yang mau bertanya.
Is that ada yang mau bertanya tentang Borobudur Temple?
Come on, James. Let's make this streamlined. Come on, it's not clear. Come on, James, up you go. But I want you to go over to the screen so you're nice and clear, and then they can see you.
They're going to it says.
That's okay. Just
Yes.
I'm here.
go top down.
Hello.
Uh,
Okay.
apakah Candi Borobudur masih digunakan oleh orang yang beragama Buddha?
Oh, okay. Pak Latif, pertanyaannya apakah Candi Borobudur masih digunakan oleh orang yang beragama Buddha?
Masih 1 tahun 1 kali digunakan orang Buddha untuk sembahyang atau berdoa. Nama dari sembahyangnya ini yaitu Waisak. Jadi masih digunakan untuk upacara Borobudur. 1 tahun 1 kali namanya Waisak.
How often then? Did anyone catch that? Satu tahun, satu
Nah.
kali. Once a year.
Yeah.
Masih.
So the Borobudur Temple is still being used once a year for the Vesak Day ceremony by the Buddhist.
Biasanya bulan Mei, ini di bulan Mei kemarin tanggal 16. Tanggal 16 Mei hari Senin kemarin bulan ini.
Okay, it's usually being held at May. Kemarin di
Tanggal 16
16 Mei 2020.
hari Senin.
Last
Hari Senin.
Monday. Okay.
Ya.
If any other questions?
Masih ada banyak. Who's next? Come on, jangan malu. Come on, Jordan. Come on.
Okay.
Do it. Naya.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Apa waktu paling ramai di Candi Borobudur?
Oh, okay. Pak Latif, kapan waktu paling ramai di Candi Borobudur?
Iya, waktu paling ramai di Borobudur biasanya di hari-hari raya. Ada Natal, ada Christmas ya, Natal, ada Hari Raya Idul Fitri, Ramadan, kemudian libur anak sekolah. Biasanya bulan Juni, Juli, anak sekolah di Indonesia liburan karena setelah ujian kenaikan kelas atau ujian di kelas 3 atau SMA. Selain itu juga musim-musim ramai Eropa, ada musim summer ya, musim panas di Eropa, banyak turis yang datang ke Borobudur sampai Agustus sampai September. Kalau yang orang Indonesia biasa di hari raya. Yang paling banyak hari raya Idul Fitri setelah Ramadan. Yang kedua Natal, tahun baru. Ya, kemudian hari raya yang lainnya. Ini yang paling banyak dan ramai. Satu harinya di pandemi COVID-19 ini kemarin waktu Lebaran setelah Ramadan itu di angka 30.000 orang satu hari di Borobudur. 30.000 orang. Ya.
30.000
orang satu hari.
Okay. So the Borobudur Temple, it's usually getting crowded in the holiday season or in the ceremonial season like Christmas, Hari Natal, or in Ramadan day. So it's after the people of Muslim fasting, and also after the end of the semester exam. So here, the School of Indonesia, it's usually gets their holiday for like about 1 or 2 months after they get their semester exam. And after that, the Borobudur Temple, it's getting crowded. Yeah, even after the last Ramadan, around last
30.000.
yeah, it reaches visitors of 30,000, yeah.
Ya,
30,000 people visiting the Borobudur Temple. So, oh, in a day. Oh, wow.
satu hari 30.000 orang yang kemarin.
30,000 people in Borobudur Temple a day. Wow, it's a world record, I think.
Before pandemi COVID, 52.000, hampir 70.000. Dulu lebih banyak lagi kunjungan ke Borobudur. Before pandemi, more and more, ya.
52.000 in a day ya, Pak?
Ya, before pandemi COVID itu.
Oh, okay. So 52,000 people visiting Borobudur Temple in a day before the pandemic. Wow, really crowded. Okay, thank you. Maybe any other questions?
Satu lagi, silahkan.
Ask questions to the tour guide. You may come forward. Introduce yourself first, maybe.
Nama saya Courtney.
Okay, Courtney.
Apakah ada lebih banyak wisatawan setempat atau internasional?
Oh, okay. Apakah lebih banyak wisatawan lokal atau internasional, Pak Latif?
Untuk sekarang, hari ini, banyak wisatawan lokal. Wisatawan asing kebanyakan di bulan Juni, Juli, Agustus. Itu. Ya, tiap harinya di sini setelah pandemi banyak orang lokalnya. Asingnya untuk rata-rata satu harinya hanya 100 orang. Nih, ya, kadang-kadang berkurang. Ya, tidak mencapai ribuan. Sedikit sekali sekarang.
Okay, so nowadays it's mostly local people who visits the Borobudur Temple, but the foreign visitors usually visit this temple around June, July, or August every year.
Iya.
Okay. Thank you, Courtney, for the questions. Any other questions, or it's enough?
I have another one. One more.
One more. Okay.
Satu lagi,
Ya.
boleh. Satu lagi.
Last one, okay?
Boleh.
Yeah, you can come forward and introduce yourself to us.
Give me a second. What? Wait,
Yes, you can do it.
is it for
Guys, it's after that.
practicing Buddhist religion?
Yep.
I used to know. No, I don't. It's a different question.
Why do you ask what's there? Ask what's there.
It's okay.
Why do you ask one that you've pre-prepared?
That's the only one.
Okay, we'll
Just
ask
do
it.
No, it's like
Just ask it again. Just practice your language skills. All right, does anyone else have something else then?
No worries, no need to be shy.
I haven't been able to. Yep, oh, we've got one, yep.
Hello.
Nama saya Jordan.
Okay, Jordan, hello.
Halo. Berapa tinggi Candi Borobudur?
Berapa tinggi Candi Borobudur? What's the height of Candi Borobudur, correct?
correct.
Oke. Pak Latif, berapa tinggi dari Candi Borobudur ini, Pak?
Iya. Jadi kita lihat ke sana. Ini tinggi Candi Borobudur 35 meter.
35 meters.
Ya, 35. Panjang, ini ada panjangnya, sini Mas, ada dinding ini, panjangnya dari ujung sana sampai ujung sana, tuh, sana, 121 meter. Panjang, lebarnya sama. Tingginya 35 meter.
Okay. So the height is 35 meters and the length is about 121 meters.
31.
Okay. Okay, awesome questions. Thank you, Pak Latif, for answering our.
Ada lagi, Mbak. Go on, you do it. Ada lagi.
Sama-sama. Lagi kelihatan tuh Borobudur.
Oh, there are one more.
It's okay.
No, you can do it.
Okay. Please introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sienna.
Dalam bahasa.
Nama saya Sienna.
Okay, hello,
Yeah.
Sienna. What's your question?
Apa Anda aspek favorit Borobudur?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question once again? It's okay, no need to be shy.
Apa Anda favorite aspect Borobudur?
Oh, what's the favorite aspect of Borobudur?
Yeah.
Okay. Whom? Whom favorite aspect?
The tour guide.
Oh, the tour guide. Okay. Pak Latif, apa favorit aspek dari Borobudur yang paling Anda suka? Gitu, menurut Anda?
Ya, yang aspek yang paling saya sukai itu pada stupa, bentuk dari puncak Candi Borobudur yang berbentuk genta atau lonceng itu. Bentuknya seperti genta lonceng, itu namanya stupa. Satu-satunya di dunia yang ada hanya di Borobudur. Stupa, ya. Ini dikarenakan sebagai media konsentrasi dalam bermeditasi. Namanya stupa.
Oh, oke. Terima kasih Pak Latif. So the tour guide's favorite aspect about Borobudur Temple is its stupa. So the Borobudur Temple stupa shaped like bell.
Atas sana.
Yeah, it's like
yang paling atas. Paling atas.
Yeah, the top one, it's shaped like bell, and it's the only one in the world. Yeah, the stupa that shaped like bell. Okay, fun fact. Thank you, Pak Latif.
Sama-sama.
Okay, I think the questions is enough. Thank you for all the participants. It's all awesome questions. I always want to go back to Borobudur. I really am. Anyway, since Pak Latif have guided us with loads of good information about Borobudur, I hope none of the participants have gone asleep in the process. All of the nice info about Borobudur provided by Pak Latif earlier would be a use on our mini quiz later. Okay, but first, thank you Pak Latif for guiding us for today.
Sama-sama semuanya.
Sampai
Selamat siang.
Pak Latif. Thank you.
Sampai ketemu lagi. Sama-sama. Selamat tinggal. Ketemu lagi.
Okay, thank you Pak Latif, such an awesome explanation. Okay, anyway, since I don't want anyone to fall asleep when we're on our awesome virtual tour, so maybe let's fresh up a bit and try to answer my questions correctly. Okay, are you ready? Okay.
Where is Borobudur Temple located?
Right.
Like, yell it out.
Hey,
Yogyakarta.
Anyone want to come forward and say the answer? Yeah.
B.
What's your answer? B?
B.
B. Okay. What's the answer? Operator? Yeah, the answer.
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you. Okay. We'll move forward to the second quiz. At what ceremony is the Borobudur Lantern Festival held? A. Vesak Day, B. Christmas, C. Idul Fitr. Anyone can answer this question? Come forward.
You go. C.
No.
You know the answer, you're right.
You just said it.
It's A.
Go.
Go. Vesak. Come on. Vesak.
They're waiting.
Who's answering
That's-
Vesak Day?
Hey, Vesak.
Okay. What's the answer? What's the right answer? Drum roll. Yes. Vesak Day. Applause.
Bagus sekali.
Yeah, this is the last question. What do the reliefs in Borobudur tell about? A, the history of Buddha, B, the history of Java, and C, the history of Indonesia. What's the right answer?
History of Buddha.
Oh, who's the one answering that? Okay, what's the right answer? Yes. Yay! Clapping. Yeah.
Terima kasih, Glenda.
Okay. Okay. All of you guys answered my question correctly. Thank you very much for the participation. I hope all of us learned something today and have the knowledge about Borobudur being kept. Anyway, we're ready for the second session of this virtual trip. Earlier, we've learned about Borobudur Temple a lot. So now we're gonna learn something more. We're gonna go to none other than the souvenir shop. Oh my God. I hope all of you get excited for the gift shop. It's been a common knowledge that people sell souvenirs and local foods with a lot more expensive price, especially to the foreign tourists. So in buying souvenirs, it would be a great help if we learn local language, right?
Yeah.
It's also what happened in Borobudur souvenir shops. There are a lot of souvenir shops around Borobudur which sells unique temple keychains. They also sells batik and mini temple display and local foods as well. But if we can practice our bahasa, maybe we might or might not get some discount. So how does it work? Our tour guide in the second session will teach us.
Tawar Menawar. Well done. We did that today. Tawar Menara.
Yes. Yes, it's Tawar Menawar, so we can get some discounts. Here with us in the room, hello, Mas Aris, Maurice, are you there?
Hello. Hi. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello. My name is Aris, and now I'm at the souvenir and gift shop. And
Okay.
there are a lot of interesting items here to explore.
Okay.
Many of these items are identical to the Indonesian culture. I will show you around what is it like here and maybe even buy some items.
Okay.
I will speak bahasa Indonesia, but don't worry because my friend Morris here will help interpret. Maybe you can introduce yourself. Hi, so hi everyone.
Hello, Maurice.
And I'm excited for the tour. Yes. Uh, yeah, and I cannot wait to show you guys around. There's a lot of souvenir shop and a lot of interesting stuff. I bet that you guys are interested to buy those stuff also. And yeah, I will be helping Mas Aris interpreting his style.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's all from me. Thank you, Maurice, for introducing yourself. Okay, I am sure that all you can wait to see in the shop. So without further ado, let's go. Come on.
Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to our journey.
Iya, saya sedang berada di parkiran Candi Borobudur.
Okay, so
At the Borobudur parking area. Dan di sebelahnya ada pasar untuk oleh-oleh. And there's a lot of shops. Di sini ada makanan, minuman lokal dari Indonesia. So on the right here, there are local food and drinks. Oke, ada nasi pecel, nasi rames, nasi gudeg, dan banyak. Nasi pecel, nasi gudeg, dan nasi rames. Dan minumannya di sini juga ada es teh, jeruk, dan ada tadi es kelapa. Oke. Ice tea, come on. And coconut. Ya, di sini banyak pedagang menjual souvenir. Okay, so here there are a lot of selling souvenir. Ada tas dari berbahan kain, a bag made from fabric clothes, dan ada yang berbahan dari kulit binatang. Okay, and also there's a bag that's made from skin. Dan masih banyak lagi di sini souvenir seperti tas yang besar. Okay, and unik. Here there's also a lot of souvenir bag that is unique. Ini berbahan batik, kain batik. Okay, so this bag here, it is made from batik. Okay, come on, let's go. Ya, di sini juga ada sandal. Okay, so here we have sandals. Beragam-ragam, ada yang Yogyakarta, ada Borobudur. Okay. So it has a lot of variants. There's one that has Jogja on it and also Borobudur on it. Ada topi untuk sinar matahari karena di atas nanti pasti di candi panas sekali. And we also have hats here that you can wear so that you can protect your head from the heat. Okay. Okay. Dan masih banyak lagi. And there's a lot more to explore. Di sini juga ada bakso untuk makan. We also have soto. Dan kita akan mengunjungi salah satu tempat souvenir. Okay, and now we will visit one of the souvenir shop. Ya. Ya. Di sini banyak yang menjual. Okay, so here there's a lot of souvenir. Excuse me, ma'am. Nice. Unique.
We should buy item numbers. Do it.
Ini apa Ibu?
Okay, what is this? Is Ramasingka mask.
Berapa harganya Bu?
How much is it? The price is 150,000 rupiah. Can you get a discount? Yes, you get 10,000 rupiah discount. Wow, very cheap. Okay, what is this? That is wayang golek.
Berapa harganya Bu?
How much is it? 160,000 rupiah.
Boleh ditawar?
Can I bargain?
Berapa?
How much? You can get 20,000 rupiah discount.
Ini juga banyak ukiran dari batu,
Okay, so here there are lots of crafting from stone
juga dari kayu.
and also from wood.
Banyak sekali di sini yang menjual yang bermotif
What about the stone? Don't know how you get any of that stuff back through customs. Stone, you're right. Even wood, that was stone.
Oh, wow.
Hello, Maurice. Maurice, hello.
Yeah.
Do you hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear your voice, but it seems it's coming from my headset, but it's coming from the phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
sure that while you're at the shops, I'm sure that the students in the classroom wants to participate, maybe wants to doing the tawar menawar, practicing their Indonesian, maybe.
Okay.
Or anyone wants to ask any questions?
About the multiplicity one?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, we had some technical issues.
Aduh.
Yeah, the signal is kind of bad there, I think. So sad. Okay, okay. Hello, Maurice, are you with us?
Yes, we are here with you. Can you guys hear our voice?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Your voice is up. What's the noise? Okay. Okay, so I think some of the students wants to participate in the tawar menawar and getting their discounts.
Do you want me to ask?
Yep.
Do I just ask?
Yeah, anyone want to come forward? Yeah.
I'm so glad I have you here. So maybe you guys can practice bargaining by yourself.
Yeah.
We will handle this issue while you're.
Do I ask?
Maybe just ask.
Do I ask?
Hello, Maurice, are you with us? The signal is bad, I think. Hello, Maurice. We can all together calling Maurice's name. Maurice.
Aris.
Okay.
All right. Hi, guys.
Okay, Morris is back with us.
We're
Hello.
back. Sorry for the technical issue.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine now.
Okay. I think one of the students wants to yeah, practicing their tawar menawar skill. Morris, can
Okay.
you help us?
Yeah, sure.
Come forward. Who's gonna do the, yeah.
Apa barang
Want
terpopular
to
yang
try bargaining?
So sorry. The signal is bad, I think. Okay, yeah. Okay, maybe you can start now.
Start again.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
apa barang terpopular yang ibu atau bapak jual?
Okay. Maurice, do you hear that? Do you catch that?
No, sorry. Can you repeat again? Maybe a little bit louder.
It's so noisy there. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Go again.
Put your head on Go, Lynn.
Apa barang terpopular yang ibu atau bapak jual?
Okay. Catch that, Maurice?
No, sorry, I didn't. I think I have a bad connection.
The connection.
I'm so sorry.
I think you can try the tawar menawar with me. Let's have a
Okay.
tawar menawar, okay?
Okay, let's try. I hope everything goes well.
You, Maurice, me with the students.
Yeah.
The students is the one who wants to participate. Or maybe you can show us around. Yeah. So the question was, what's the most popular items in the shops, Maurice?
Hello.
Barang terpopuler yang dijual di sana.
Yeah.
So I think the most popular souvenir is that this one.
Yeah, of course, it's the
Stupa.
Fanta. Oh no, it's the stupas. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's the stupa.
Oh, the stupa mini display. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a horse statue?
Yeah, it is a horse.
Okay, so bright red. Okay. What's horse statue in Indonesia?
Okay, everyone. How to say horse in Indonesian is kuda? Repeat after me.
How much is the horse?
Okay.
Hello.
Try to ask the price. Okay.
Berapa harganya?
Okay.
Oh, Ibu, berapa ini harganya?
How much is it?
110.
110,000 rupiah.
Apakah boleh diskon?
Can I get a discount?
Berapa?
How much?
Diskon 20.
You can get a discount for 20,000 rupiah.
Okay. So
Okay.
10,000.
Repeat me. After. Repeat after me.
110,000 rupiah is about $11 in Australian dollar, I think. Is it correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we get discount for like 20,000 ya, Maurice? 20,000.
Yes.
Okay, so it would be 90,000 $90,000, correct?
Yeah, I think so, Glenna. Okay, so we're going to move to the next place.
Okay. So bad. The deal has been made. Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, there are a lot of cobek, right?
Ibu,
Ma'am,
apakah ini?
what is this? This is showback.
Apa fungsinya ini, Ibu?
What is the function of this showback? To mixing and grinding spices.
Oke. Di sini juga ada cobek yang bermotif buah-buahan.
Okay, so here we also have cobek with fruit shape.
Dan juga ada yang bermotif buah.
And also there's one shaped like an apple.
Ada yang berbentuk pot.
There's one shaped like a pot.
Ini semua dari batu.
All of these are made from stone.
Dan juga ada yang dari kayu.
And also there's one made from wood.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Dan
Yes. What's the question?
ini apa?
Berapa harganya? Okay, one student asked berapa harganya?
Oh, yang mana? Yang ini? Atau
Oh, the apple one. Yang apple.
apel? Oke. Ibu, ini berapa harganya?
Okay. How much is it? Oh, this is 50,000 rupiah.
Bolehkah saya diskon?
Can I get a discount? Yes, you can get it 10,000 discount.
Jadi harga ini setelah diskon 40.000 rupiah.
Okay, so the price after discount is 40,000 rupiah.
Okay. 40.000 rupiah is such a good deal, ya?
Yeah.
Okay. Can one of the students help me? How much is 40,000 rupiah in Australian dollar?
$5.
Oh, it's $5. Oh, is it a good deal? Is it cheap or?
Dan saya juga ingin membeli ini sepertinya menarik.
Okay, so and now I want to buy this one because it seems interesting.
Dan bisa juga untuk asbak.
And you can open it and you can use it for ashtray.
Okay. Bisa nggak salah satu murid untuk coba menawar? Can one of the students try to do it? Yeah, anyone want to try the tawar menawar?
Bilang.
Tidak.
Saya tidak mau. Apakah ada pembatas buku?
Oh, apakah ada pembatas buku?
Oh, ya, tidak ada di sini. Hanya gantungan kunci.
Oh, Ustaz. Hanya ada
Ya.
kunci.
Iya, betul sekali.
Ada wayang nggak di sana?
Oh, wayang ada. Tapi ini Untuk apa dinding. Dan ini juga wayang dari kayu.
Cool. Anyone knows wayang? Any of the students know wayang?
All right, grab a wire. She's asking, do you know what they are?
Yeah.
That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. That's just a stand. Show them what you've done.
Okay. Morris, let's go. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, correct. That's our wayang. Awesome.
Okay, you think that's enough now?
Yeah, it's the exact same wayang, I think, from the Borobudur. Correct. Awesome. Can you show us more about wayang, Morris? Kita ditunjukkan wayang lagi, wayang yang lain, atau maybe?
Oh, keris. Keris di sini ada. Ini salah satu keris.
Okay, so we have a dagger here. This is one of the dagger.
Yeah, so wayang shapes like it's actually dagger, traditional dagger. Does any of the students know about keris?
Berapakah harganya ini, Bu?
Anyone have ever heard about keris? Okay. Yeah, keris is dagger. It's traditional dagger from Java.
Oh yeah.
It has many shapes. Morris, bisa tunjukkan lagi kerisnya yang lain?
Ya, di sini juga ada yang unik sekali.
Okay, so we also have something unique here.
Di sini ada bergambar singa.
Okay, we have a dagger with a lion as the holder.
Awesome.
Oke, dan di sini ada ukiran.
Okay, and on the dagger we have like some carving. I don't know if you guys can see it.
I think that one named Kujang, right? Not keris.
Ya. Ya.
Kujang. Okay. Kujang. Okay. So I think Kujang is just like keris. It's traditional dagger, but it comes from another. Yeah. Kujang is from West Java. It's kind of different from keris, but it's also traditional dagger. Okay, awesome.
Okay, Mbak, maaf, sudah waktu pulang di sini.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Maurice and Mas Aris, for showing us around the Borobudur and also the gift shop. What an awesome tour. Anyway, it's been a pleasure for us Traveltism to have the participant from Christian College Jular today. I'm glad that today I could have an extraordinary experience with all of you guys. Before we close this event by taking a picture together, maybe Bu Jess have any last remark for us or no?
Terima kasih. Tidak ada, Mbak. Terima kasih banyak.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe now all of us can take a picture together to make a remembrance. Please take a position or pick whatever. Make sure that everyone shows up in the camera. Okay. Ya, Mbak Operator bisa tolong dibantu untuk foto.
Oke. Bisa langsung dihitung aja, Glenn.
Oke, 1, 2, 3, cheese. Cheese.
Oke.
Thank you.
Terima kasih. Do not move. Take your seat. I'm not finished.
Oke, terima kasih semua. Thank you Pak Latif, Mas Aris.
Terima kasih lagi. Sampai jumpa.
Sampai jumpa. Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Saya tidak